Hi girls. So this year we are starting off the most gossiped about look is the natural, sorry, got an earring stuck here on my oxygen tube, there we go. Yeah, so it's more natural, glowing, healthy, subtle but makeup looks. So I'm gonna do, this isn't what we're gonna do on the 30th. This is just something I'm doing today just to show you some kind of rough ideas about what we're gonna do. Nice, simple but elegant at the same time. And this today is just my daily look for going out shopping. But I am using MCO Beauty Hydrate and Glow Primer. And this is the pink one. So that's what it looks like. The box it comes in is gorgeous as well. Now what I love about this primer is it's not too watery. I think it's the best way to describe it, because some primers are quite watery, which means it takes longer to dry in and just, you know, give that perfect base face for your face. But also this one, as you can see, automatically very nice shine going on. But yeah, this is like a thicker material. I wouldn't say it's a thick primer, but it's not a thin one either. So it's kind of like in between. And the reason why I like this one so much, it being in between, it does give you a nice healthy glow, which is great. But the kind of skin that I've got going on at the moment with the perimenopause and everything else, I just need like that extra hydrate, which is why I've gone for the Hydrate and Glow. So I am using the MCO Beauty foundation, and once you will see, basically it only gives you a little bit at a time, which is why it looks like I'm putting a lot on, but there's not. It's just they let you go easy on it. So yeah, it just brings out a little bit of time. It's buildable as well. So this one in Pacific is the Flawless Glow, hence why we're using it. It's a glow, and it's completely buildable, which is just brilliant. I love a buildable foundation. And I am just kind of, I'm not spreading it because I don't want brush marks. I'm literally dabbing it as if it was a sponge. And as you can see, it's blends, so it almost looks like I'm not actually wearing any makeup at all. And that is what what everybody is saying. So obviously my job is to give you the best, but at the same time I want to give you what the trends are and options that you can use. So this is very new to the UK. It's very new in general, but it's very new to the UK, this MCO Beauty, and it's not fully set up. So I don't get paid or I haven't got a link or anything yet. But it is something that I am bringing into this year. So I need my oxygen, sorry. So you can see I'm going for the very natural, just done look. Very nice, very quick, very easy, very subtle is what they want. You want to look naturally beautiful. And this shade for me, this shade in Pacific is called, I believe it's medium dark, but no. 2.5 fair. 2.5 fair this one is. And it matches my skin tone very well. And then the concealer, I'm going to put careful with my new piercings. Just like that. And we're going to blend it in. I like going above my eye lid, or on top of my eyelid, as you would say, And the reason I do that is because I find most eye primers, not that I've tried any of MCO's, but every other one that I've tried quite a few, they just don't, I always find fallout, and then from the fallout I just kind of feel like when I'm doing my eyeshadow it just helps stick it as if it was a primer, but it lets you smudge it and then it just locks it in place all day long. And as you can see, this matchup is dead on to what I need. You see, very nice, natural, made up. So I'm going in with Younique's Warm Tones, which looks like this. And I'm going to do it in 2 different brushes. So we're going to take the shadow brush, which I've got dual-ended one of, not shadow, blending brush. And I'm going to go with the lighter brown, this one. And remember, if you've got, oh, my battery's died on my light up mirror, never mind, I can still use it. So if you've got hooded eyes, which is obviously where my attention is, hooded eyes, and partly the reason for this group in the first place, you want to put the mirror straight in front of you, put it down so it's nice and straight, and then look down but keep your head nice and still, and you want to go just above your crease line, just where the colour of your eye starts, and outwards, and then you can blend that right in to make it nice and soft. Windshield wipers, circular motions, wheelies in the corner, windshield wipers across the lid. And just blend it in until you're happy with the colour. So the outer colour I'm trying to blend a lot more into a bit more neutral on the outer of this colour, but I'm keeping the dark in this corner. Nice, quick and easy. And then same the other side. And where this is a blending brush, it just helps blend it so nicely. And you can see I've obviously picked up more colour for this side than I did, so I'm going to go over it again with a bit more colour, just to make a match. Windshield wipers and wheelies in the corner. And then any slight touch-ups. Like that. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it round and I'll grab a smaller crease brush. That's not a crease brush, sorry. Where's the crease brush gone? Okay, maybe not. I'll just use this brush. And I'm going to pick up the gold shimmer. And this time you don't need to look down because you were doing your lid. And I'm pressing it in over the lid into the crease. And remember, it's better to build it up slowly than put too much on. Obviously, you don't want to go too far across into the darker outer corner, but you do want to come right into your inner corner. Blend it right into the crease, all along your eyelid, leaving this space as it is. So again, like that. And then we're going to just grab a really small brush, which, no, just like a miniature crease brush, and we're going to take the almost white here, and we're going to go right in the corner into a bit of a L and just match it up to the top and just bring it underneath your eye slightly, like so. So that's what it looks like. And then, depending on what you're doing, you might want to put an eyeliner on, or you might want to leave it as it is. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's a good look to leave it like this as a simple, easy day look. I do have lashes on, but I'm going to show you a new product that I have that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So first of all, it's a very thick, nice liquid eyeliner, but then the other end, you've got the stamper. So let's show you the stamper, because this is going to take the look. Okay, and then we're going to put the lid back on there, and then we're going to get the pen, and fill out the gap. Now with this, you can go all the way across your lid, or you can leave it just in the corners. I'm going to go about midway. Like that. And then you're going to go and get the concealer again. And then we are just going to tidy up. So we're going to put a little bit by there and by there. And this time we are getting the setting powder brush, pad, spongy thing with the setting powder. And we are going to just tidy up that line nice, quick and easy. And set all under the eye anyway. Like that. So if you're like me and you've got a lot of piercings and they're in the way of your makeup, which this diamond here, there's supposed to be 2 of them there, but one fell off. Grab a clean sponge and just gently go on top of it. And it just brings it back to its normal colour, so it'll come off on the sponge. So if you're wondering why I've not done my brows and why I've not done my bronzing and my blusher and everything before doing my eyes, is because if there was any drop-in, or if I had to retouch up with the concealer to make it perfect like I just did, then obviously it would have affected my contouring. So let's go straight into contouring now. So I am sticking with the MCO Beauty. This is a double. This is brilliant. This brush just feels amazing. And then you've got the other end and a massive stick. And I mean massive stick full of bronzer. Now, some people say with your bronzers, you're supposed to just put it on your cheekbones, bronzer and blusher, and then the highlight just above your cheekbones. But it does depend on your face shape and hair style. So if you've got shorter hair, you're not going to want to kind of do here too much. And then it also depends on your weight as well, because here you might actually need to do it because you've got the double chin going on. So there is definitely advantage in learning your face shape. When you're doing from like your cheek, the idea is to go from the bottom of the ear here to the corner of your lip, leaving a gappy two finger. I'm bringing it back just a little bit more because, like I said, this time we are doing less is more, bit more natural look that we are doing. So again, you want to go from here to here, leaving a gappy two finger, but I'm going just a little bit shorter, and I'm going to go about there. Yeah. And then depending on your face shape, you kind of want to do all across there. You can do the sides of your nose, but I've decided not to do that today because of my piercings still being new at the front here. So I'm just going to grab the brush and I'm just going to blend. It's so good at blending, this brush. I love it. Blend that out to really define my face shape. And then we're going to take this off. And you're going to go bring it down slightly, blend it in, blend it up into like little circular motions. So you can see it just enhances my face shape. So now I'm going, blush they're saying is kind of going to be like a new, bit more blush is more necessary kind of thing. I'm still not there right now, so I'm going to see what the trend actually ends up being before I say that's a trend. So your blush goes here, just above your bronze and into your hairline. So I'll just blend that into the hairline, bring it down in front of the blush, bronzer a bit, sorry, and right up into the hairline. So do the same on the other side. Oh, too much. What I love about these creams, I've got the bronzer as well, but the blusher and the highlighter, the creams, that even without putting highlighter on right now, I've already got a highlighted look, because it's just so smooth and silky and soft, and literally a little bit goes such a long way. That is a tiny amount compared to how much is in there, and that is all you need. And then, just to finish, a lippy. Oh, actually, if you wanted to, because you've got lashes on, you can use a clear lash to do your bottom lashes. Like that. So for lippy, sorry, had an itch. I am using, where's it gone? There. I'm using a lip liner and then a gloss. So the liner colour I have is, which colour is this? Rose something. Oh, I've still got the seal on it, have I? Yeah, still got the seal on it. I'm just trying to get the seal off. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. So it is a very nice dark rosy brown. And I'm just going to blend it in a little on the sides. Well, not blend it, but fill it. Like that. As you can see, just gently, nice natural tone. And then this is a 2-in-1 lip gloss. Now it's got these gorgeous beads, really helps hydrate. It's like a balm as well as a gloss. It feels so nice. And then it's like you really need a good balm. And there we go. So I'm just going to set it. This is the Grip Set and Refresh Spray. And there we go. I'm not doing my brows because we're doing the natural look, so I don't want to go too dark and do my brows. So that is my look for today. Thank you for watching and bye for now.